Okay, this is a review of my chicken coop 2 years later. It's the Aivituvin AIR59. I'd first like to start off and say that this is very easily assembled. Even if you're doing it completely by yourself, this does not take a lot of effort since the walls are prefab and there's not too much building, and you can easily put this together within a couple of hours. Now, I chose to do this review 2 years later after having it because I'm a big believer in showing someone how this stands up to the test of time and if it's really worth it. And I will say that this has held up very well. This is supposed to hold up to 4 chickens. I have 5, but that's because my chickens are out in the yard free ranging all day. They only really come in here to lay eggs and to sleep. This is very hardy. The roof itself is well made. It keeps a lot of the sun out to keep it cool in the summers, and it's got lots of ventilation with the windows, and it definitely keeps it warmer in the winter. This thing has not fallen apart at all, even with the chickens running around and hopping on it and flying around it. It's easily cleanable, and it's been a really nice addition for my little flock. One thing I like about this coop is that the hardware is well made. It is not corroded easily by weathering over time, as you can see. It's easy to use, it doesn't get hung up, and it does keep out the predators. One thing I really like about this particular model are the nesting boxes, because this comes with 4 boxes. So if you have a small flock of 4, then each chicken is going to get its own nesting box. They usually don't all lay eggs at the same time, but in the event they did, everyone would have a place to go. Um, and they're very spacious boxes. They're very good size. In my case, they can either hold 1 adult chicken, or if you've got a bunch of small chickens, like I did for some time, it can hold up to 4 small chickens per box. So this has been a great feature. This particular model also has small windows on each side of the walls, which are very handy to have because you need proper ventilation in your coop for many reasons. It is covered with hardware cloth, and it also has the same material on the outside that the roof has, and you do have the ability to close these if needed. In addition to the windows being on either side of the coop for ventilation, you also have the doors. And there's 2 doors, one on each side, for not only easy access for your hens, but also for yourself in the event you need to get inside the coop for easy cleaning and access. Okay, so this particular model I actually purchased at Tractor Supply. I bought it 2 years ago online and had it shipped to the store, and then I went and picked it up. It arrived at the store in 2 boxes, so not everything could fit in one, and I brought them home and was able to move them outside in the yard for assembly. Like I said, very simple. This particular model cost me $300. As I do this review, I went ahead and went online to Aivituvin and to Tractor Supply, and this particular coop is still only $300. So even with all of the crazy hyperinflation that we've had over the last few years, this model has not raised its price at all. And it's very worth the money to spend. A lot of times you will find something that is roughly around $300 and you don't get the square footage, or you don't have the same amount of nesting boxes. So this is absolutely well worth the money, especially since your roof is plywood with like an asphalt top over it. It's very handy. Another thing I think that is worth mentioning is that the actual coop itself is very lightweight when you think about it. However, I say that, but out here in the Texas Hill Country, we get lots of wind. And earlier this year, we were getting up to 40-mile-an-hour winds out here, and nothing happened to this coop. It actually did blow off the pavers that it was sitting on, but it was all in one piece. It never fell apart. And so this thing actually does hold up to strong winds. Hopefully, I never have to test that theory again and hopefully never have those types of winds. But this thing is very hardy when you think about only paying $300 for what you're getting. The last two things I'm going to touch on is the roosting bars. You get 3 inside this particular coop, so it's got a lot of space for all your chickens. And there's a very easy cleaning feature where you can take the floor out. The floor is actually something that you can pull out. It's got little handles. You can pull it out for easy cleaning, and then you can reset your roosting bars as needed. This is a really nice feature, especially when you're trying to get everything nice and clean after your winter and your deep litter. Very usable. So I guess the question of the day is, would I recommend this to others? And I would say absolutely yes. This fit into my budget. It was the price point I was looking for. It absolutely has served my needs. If you are starting out with a really small flock, you're just getting into chicken keeping, this is a great coop to start with. So if I had to give this a 1 to 5-star review, I hands down would give this 5 stars. I really hope that you consider this model when you are starting to look for a coop in the event you start to keep chickens. Well, hopefully you found this review useful. So when you are making a decision on what coop to get for your small flock, maybe you would consider the Aivituvin AIR59. If there's anything I left out, feel free to leave me a comment, or if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And I hope you consider this as you're making your decision. So, thanks for watching, and y'all take care. Bye.